Good evening. How is everybody doing on this Thursday of week 9, family? It has already been, it's toward the end of 9 weeks. Again, we are bonded in this thing. It is a family affair, literacy gang, gang, gang. All right. We are here tonight to unite around literacy, culture, community, and love. Y'all are going to get these African American children's book stories tonight. These stories that are for the community, for the nation, for the world, that nourish. I like to make certain people happy. Anyway, y'all are going to get this. You are going to understand this. If you did not know the value of these stories, then you are going to learn now. If you are new and if you have been here, then you are tuning in every night to see how great this African American children's literature is and why it is important, and it is the fabric of our nation and of this country. So get it all. We are 9 weeks into this gang, Virtual Village 2020. If you guys were here last night, I know your souls were gratified by meeting our influencers. My goodness, let's give them a hand again. Oh my goodness, they did a wonderful job. It was their debut on their own and they crushed it. And they told us all the things that we as adults needed to hear about our youth. And they said things that their peers could relate to. And I know that they gave us ways that we should be able to support them. And I also feel like it helped me to rest a little easier at night, knowing that these are some of the young people who are coming up behind us. A couple of people said, Rodney, that we don't have a job here anymore. They said,
I said that. Yeah, I said that's right.
You said it, and somebody else said it too. So our time here might be. Yeah, but that's the best way to lose your job. That's
absolutely.
What it's
absolutely. That's what it's all about. Pass it on, prepare the next generation. You and I know how hard they work behind the scenes in a very short time, and they came up here and they just knocked it out the park. So it was so moving, so exciting, so engaging, and they probably could have gone another hour if we had let them.
Yes, it was exciting. And so, you guys, we appreciate the love that the village always shows to our young people. That is what is one of the most unique things about this environment, that it is definitely a family that we all have created. It is a nurturing family. We support our youth. We support each other. And, I like the sound of that. And I think you guys are going to like the sound of this.
Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, let the sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let the sound of that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, granny, let the sound of that. Look, granny, let the sound of that. Look, granny, let the sound of that. Learning and exploring about history, you see. Look, mommy, let the sound of that. We confident, we practice and develop fluency. Look, daddy, let the sound of that. Families, they bond and they representing me. Look, granny, let the sound of that. Look, I'm here, let the sound of that. Nice, I see, let the sound of that.
So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers to leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit.
Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, let the sound of that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let the sound of that. Creative, affirming, culture for me too. Look, granny, let the sound of that.
Oh yeah.
Well, forever the sound of that. So we were talking about our Virtual Village 2020 influencers last night. Those are our teenagers who are embarking upon this internship with Clever Communities in Action right now. And they are taking on the role of influencers, of content creators. They're doing so many things behind the scenes. And now you guys got to see them in front of the camera. And you will definitely be seeing much more of them starting next week. But right now, I feel like, we have our teenagers and then we have our younger ones as well. And on each end of the spectrum, they're doing great. And I think after the young ones saw the Virtual Village 2020 last night, the influencers, they said, hey, we got something to say. We got some things that we want to do. So in the spirit of that, they are here tonight to show us something that this is actually going to be a first in the Virtual Village 2020. Yes. We have some tandem reading or co-reading going on tonight, and it is happening all the way from Hampton Roads, Virginia to Flint, Michigan. So we know that we have made virtual friendships here. Some of us have, as adults, have gotten to know each other, but now we like to see that children are getting to know one another and they are building friendships across states. So we have our 4-year-old reading champion and we have our 6-year-old reading and history champion here tonight to come on and read with us. And before I bring them on, Rodney, did you have anything that you wanted to say in regards to this dynamic duo this coming?
Well, you know, they're the ones that originally set the bar. So,
They
you know, before we got these influencers here, you know, this duo, this tandem, this tag team that's coming up, they set the bar high. Then the influencers have come back and they've set it to another level. Now we're going to see what this dynamic duo has for us tonight. And I am looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it as well. This is super, super exciting. And like I said, everybody tuned in. This is a first and it's going to be great. And if you like this, if you are interested in what's going on right now, you see the value in this, do us a favor and click that share button before we bring our young kings on here so that more people can tune in and see this wonderful, wonderful friendship, fellowship, and communing around African-American children's literature and culture. So without any further ado, we're going to bring on these young literacy champions. That is Carter, the historian kid, and his Mimi, and author Bridget. Yes. And we are going to bring on Chancellor, the literacy champion, 4 years young, and his mom, one of our teachers, Crystal. How is everybody doing this evening?
Doing well.
Stop.
Say
Hi.
hi, everybody. Say hi out there.
Hi out there.
Hi, we are so happy to see you all. Now, listen, you guys, before we get started with the reading, just real quickly, I understand that there's a friendship developing here.
Are y'all friends? She's talking to you. Tell her.
Yes.
Are you friends? Say hey,
what about you?
Yeah. Speak loud. Say hey.
Hi.
Said we had a virtual play day.
Yes.
Tell her. So we had a
virtual play day.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, you guys, we're gonna go ahead because this is what the people want to see. They don't want to see Rodney and me. We're getting booted out every day, and that is just fine. But we are gonna step away. Well, first, before I go, what book are you? What are y'all reading for us tonight?
Bippity Bop Barbershop. Bippity Bop Barbershop.
Bippity Bop Barbershop.
That is a wonderful selection. So we can't wait to hear you guys read that. So that's what everybody wants. So we are going to step away and we are going to let you all do your thing. Okay. Are y'all ready? Chancellor and Carter, are you ready?
Say yes. Yes, we're ready. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we'll be cheering you on. So we're going to step away. Y'all do your thing.
All right. All right. Put over, Chancellor, so we can see you. Okay, so Chancellor's going to read first, so I'm going to hold and show the pictures while Chancellor's reading the first page. All right, Chancellor, everybody here, he's 4 years old and reading like he's in upper elementary. Say thank you and hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you have to read nice and loud, okay?
Okay, Crystal.
Mommy. Mommy, okay?
Okay.
All right, so go.
Every Saturday morning, Dad comes to wake up me with our secret knock. Bippity bop bop, bippity bop bop. You up, little man? Daddy pokes his head into my room. I look. I say excited, and I jump out of bed. I can't hardly wait.
I can hardly
wait. I'm going to get my first kick at the barbershop today. Today, Mama and my sister Kiana are still asleep. Daddy and I have to leave the house.
No, Daddy and I have the
house all to ourselves.
All right, now we have to listen to Carter.
Ready? Go.
Quickly, Daddy. quietly, Daddy, and I dress in matching blue jeans and gym shoes. Then head outside. We turn onto Main Street and stop at Black Street Shop.
Come on. Daddy orders gooey. Come on.
Daddy orders a gooey cinnamon roll and black coffee and glazed donut and coffee milk for me. Miles is getting his first haircut at the barber shop today. Daddy tells Mr. J, "Is that so?" Mr. J asks, leaning over the counter. I nod yes. It calls for a celebration, and I'll make your milk a double. Mr. J pours chocolate milk into a tall cup. "Be brave, little man," he says as he hands it to me. Your turn, Chancellor.
Okay.
It's your turn to milk.
All right, you ready? Nice and loud.
As we walk up ahead, I see the green and yellow awning and the white letters on the window that says Seymour Barbershop. Next to the door is a short white barber book. It has red stripes with its curl and swirl around it like strange fish swimming in a sea of white. And there's Mr. Seymour in the window with his wild gray hair dusting off his back. Big sunny chair. Mr. Seymour has been Daddy's since 2019.
Not since 2019. It does not say that in the book. Since Daddy.
Since 2019.
Since Daddy was.
Me.
Like.
Me. Now he'll be my barber too.
Friend. Okay, your turn, Carter. Come on.
Hold on. Hey, Crystal, bring Chancellor over towards you a little more, okay? So we can see his face.
Wait. Okay. Come on over so we can see.
The shop is crowded. Daddy stops to whisper something to Mr. Seymour. And then we walk to the back of the shop to find a seat. Hey there, Charles. Hey there, Charles.
Hey there, little man.
Hey there, little man. What's going on? People call out as we pass. First haircut? One of the men asks me. I nod yes. Nothing to it. He says, you just gotta be brave. All these people are telling me to be brave, but I didn't know exactly what they mean. What does brave mean, Daddy? I asked. It just means that you're not afraid, Daddy says when I sit down. I practice being brave. Your turn, Chancellor.
Okay, you ready? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Daddy and I wait our turn to watch my swap. One the man his jacket on the board and he yells, arms raised high.
Right here.
Another group of men is clustered around the television At the back of the shop, we're watching a basketball game. Come on, man! Shoot the ball! What are you waiting for? Pass it! Fool!
Foul.
Foul! That was a foul!
The ref
must be blind. Woo! That boy got blind!
one man.
Cheers. What is favorite part? Fire makes a basket!
Say, take it away.
Take it away!
Okay, your turn. Say thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you, Chancellor.
Okay, go.
Jazz music, loud voices, and laughter being with the buzz of clippers and the soft whisper of scissors combing those hairs from a freshly cut head. I look at the man in the row of chairs in front of me. I can see their faces in the long mirror that runs along an entire wall of the shop. The man in Mr. Seymour's chair is getting his head shaved. Take it all off, he says. A patch of sunlight gleams right on top of his head.
Oh, head. Oh, see this head?
Yep.
It's shining. Say, go.
Say,
Another man.
nope. Say, good job, Carter.
Harder.
Okay, so now we're ready.
No. Another man has long,
Thick,
thick,
dreadlocks.
walks. He's getting the same with a strange razor when he leans all the way back from the chair. His locks almost touch the floor. The next man is getting his hair cut. Whoa, and all around the clippers go back and forth, slipping and gliding across his head, making some smooth waves that ripple through his hair. And the last year, there's a kid, a little older than me, getting his back
Big.
curly apple chin, just a little off, but not
Off the.
off sides, he said. But not on the side. I see. Okay.
You have to say it loud, but
No,
none.
none of the styles look like me.
Okay. Say, all right, Carter, it's your turn.
It's your turn.
Good job, friend.
Good
You tell
job,
them
friend.
Okay, ready? Nice and loud. So
After
everybody can hear.
a while, Mr. Seymour points toward Daddy and me and calls my name. Me?
Yeah, good job.
I look at Daddy, then at Mr. Seymour's, and then at Daddy again. You go 4 smiles, he says, and pats me on the shoulder. Be brave, little man. I can hear my heartbeat. I can hear my heartbeat in my ears, and my knees feel wobbly, but I stand up and walk over to the chair. Mrs. Seymour helps me up the chair. It was so high, and then he
Loud.
grapes
And then he drapes a big.
a big wide cape over me to catch the loose hairs. What style would you like for your first haircut, little man? Mrs. Seymour asked. I shrugged my shoulders. I don't know. I have to read again. I have to read another page.
Hmm.
I have to read another page.
No, that's it.
No, we read 2 pages.
That's not. It's his turn. Say, your turn, Jan.
Say, good job, my friend.
Good job, my friend.
Okay, ready? Okay.
Mr. Seymour sold
A poster?
a poster hanging on the wall. Wait, I forgot to read this.
Okay, what does it say?
Here's dialogue.
Yes.
Mr. Seymour saw a poster hanging on the wall with pictures of all kinds of different styles, but I don't see any that look like me. I take one more look around the shop. When I see Daddy, I know the right away which style I want. Cut low on top. I say no right.
Nope. And shave clean
Around
and clean all around.
just like I whisper to Mr. Seymour, and he goes back to work.
And he goes to work. All right, say, take it away, Carter.
Take it away, Carter.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good job reading.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
need to look at him. Look up. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Seymour takes out his pick and Mr. Seymour takes out his pick. He picks my hair until it is fluffy and stands up high. Then, with his scissors, he begins to cut my hair just like Mama used to do at home. But when he finishes with the big and scissors, I hear him turn the clippers on. My heart starts beating fast again. Will the clippers hurt? What if Mr. Seymour accidentally cuts off my ear?
Oh my God. What if he gets his ear cut off, Chancellor? Say your turn, Chance.
No.
Come on, sit up.
The loud buzzing noise is coming closer. Then I feel tickle creeping up the back of my neck. I get so scared. I duck down as I go in the chair and throw the cape over my head. I peek out from under the cape when Mr. Seymour turned the clippers off. Daddy is squatting beside me. I try to be brave, but I didn't know how. I say with tears in my eyes.
Chance.
Good job, Chance.
Okay, your turn. Thank you.
Okay, you take it away.
Loud.
You know, I was scared when I got my first haircut. Daddy says, and wipes my tears away, and wipes my tears away.
Read so they can hear you.
You were? I say with my eyes open wide. Daddy nods. But I tell you a trick. Pretend that you're a giant, so tall, just the sound of
you skip right here. So tall.
your so tall your head
Loud.
touches the sky, and the buzzing of the clippers is just a sound of airplanes zooming by, or maybe you're a superhero saving Earth from a swarm of killer bees. Try it,
So they can hear you, baby.
Try it, I promise you won't be afraid anymore.
There you go.
So I close my eyes and think about giants and my favorite superheroes, but I can't picture any of them getting a haircut. Then I remember watching Daddy get his haircut, the way he sits up tall and closes his eyes halfway, like he doesn't have care of the world. I think about how brave Daddy is, and then get brave too.
And I get brave
And
too.
I get brave too.
Yeah. Okay. So Chance's turn. All right. Say great job, Carter.
Great job, Carter.
Give him a thumbs up, buddy. All right. Ready? Put it up.
Seymour turns the clippers back on. I imagine that Daddy's
long legs and wide shoulders. I sit up straight like Daddy. Though I still squeeze the arms of the chair tightly. And when Mr. Seymour is through, there's a brand new me started from back in the mirror. There's Mr. Seymour wipes a dab of sweet smelling blue aftertaste on my face and the back of my neck. It feels like a cold breeze. Then he dips a brush in powder and gently sweeps over my head and neck. Daddy takes the seat in Mr. Seymour's chair, and when Mr. Seymour asks him how he wants his hair, Daddy says that he wants a haircut just like mine. They want to look like me! When Mr. Seymour finishes, Dad and I smile at each other in the mirror. You're sure we're not twins? Daddy asked, raising one eyebrow.
All right. It's your friend Carter's turn. Say thanks for showing the pictures, Carter.
Carter.
Say thank you, Chance, for being my friend. Okay, ready? Nice and loud.
On the way out, some of the other men in the sub hold their hand up to me for high fives. Looking soap, man, they say. Guess I can't call you little man anymore, Miles. You're one of the big boys now, Mr. Seymour says and shakes my hand. See you next time.
Good job. Good job, Carter. You gotta do it over there too. So are we reading this last one together?
Together, go.
All right.
I
have tried Bippity Bop Barbershop. Dad picked up the tune. We walked to the rhythm of our music. Cool cat side by side. The last page. So they were two cool cats like you guys, huh?
Yes.
Are you all now two new friends? Yeah, y'all did it. They were miles away from each other. Say good job, Chance.
Good job, Chance.
Say good job, Carter.
Good job, Carter.
Give him a high five. Give him a high five. All right. Y'all do this again. Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's give them a hand. Let's give a hand to Chris and Carter and to Crystal and to Bridget, to Mom and Mimi. That was a collaborative effort by everyone. That was great. You all did a wonderful job. We are so proud of you. Wow. I think that just lifted everybody's spirits. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Are you tired? This one is tired.
He keeps it real. He keeps it a buck.
I said 7:20. I said 7:20.
Mr. Robert, 10 minutes past my clock out time. Well, you all did a wonderful job, and as everybody said, also congratulations, like much love to Mom and Mimi for what you guys are pouring into them already with them reading. We see that you're putting a lot of time in them to make sure that they are strong readers and they have a strong foundation. And then what you are pouring into this virtual friendship that is growing. And then what you are pouring into our virtual village 2020. You all just rock all the way around. So Mom, Mimi, and son and grandson, thank you so much. That was just great. Wow.
Thank you for having us.
Always. You guys know y'all are already officially a part of this literacy game. Mr. Jordan, did you have anything you wanted to say before they leave us?
Look, I'm just trying to keep up with all these comments that are coming in, but you know that they were so wonderful. The tag team was great. Can't wait for them to come back again. And like I said, they have raised the bar another level.
Another level. Yes, they have. So we'll have to get some more. I already can think of another collaboration that I think could work. So we'll have to do some more of these collabs with our youth and possibly some teen and young collaborations.
Yeah, that would be great.
What we can do within the parameters of what we have going on right now. It's all about our creativity and desire to make these things happen for those of us who are in a position in which we can. So let's do it. Let's just keep pushing the limit. I think, again, like Mr. Rodney said, you all set a standard. So can we all get a high five? Can we give each other high fives through the...
High five.
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Mom and Mimi, did y'all have anything you wanted to say before you leave us?
Subscribe to your channel.
Subscribe to my channel.
Yes. And what is that channel?
Subscribe to my channel.
What's your channel name?
That's the Historian Cat.
You just released a new video today on who? What's his name? Junius? Say it so they can
Junius C. George.
Junius George.
Hold on just a minute. Your turn.
What? The potato?
Potato King.
So watch my video.
Watch my video.
Bridget, tell us real quickly what he does, what Historian Kid is.
Historian Kid is a YouTube channel where he does historical videos, and we're really focusing on people that are not in our typical textbooks. That's a lot of people, but especially people who have never been shown. And so his latest one is we have a Black Wealth series, because we want our African-American children to know that we did come from legacies of wealth. And so his latest one is on Junius Groves. He was a potato king in Kansas, and he literally was worth almost $1 million in today's time back in 1915.
Wow, excellent. You're doing all of that, Carter?
You doing that?
Wow. Yeah. Like Cleveland said, the future is in good hands. I love it. I love it. So let's see. What about over here with Chancellor and Mommy? What do you guys have going on? What do we need to know?
Chancellor is new to YouTube. We just recently started his page, and his page is simply Chancellor Rice. His nickname is Chancellor the Champ. He is the champion for Christ, the champion for reading. So right now we do have videos up chronicling from when he first started with letter sounds, and then moving on to reading words, and then moving on from there to actually reading fluently. And Miss Bridget's book is one of the books that is highlighted on his YouTube page, Panther in the Sky. He was so excited to receive it. He said, thank you, autograph with a lovely note inside. So we are working on new content as we speak. I don't know when it's going to come out. Like I said, we're new and we're trying it. So just be on the lookout. If you go to Chancellor Rice on YouTube, just keep a watch out for new content and videos.
We definitely will. All villagers in the comment section, let's make sure that we support our young kings. So that is the Historian Kid, and that is Chancellor Rice. So let those subscriptions go up tonight. Make sure that we go and subscribe to those. And while you're at it, make sure that you subscribe to Clever Communities in Action as well. So thank you all so much. We cannot wait to have you back. This was the best thing ever. And this is something that our boys will never forget. Hopefully this session will continue to grow. And we are glad to be the starting point of it. So you all have a wonderful evening, and we can't wait to have you back.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I love you.
Love you. Oh, thank you. Mr. Rodney. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Yes. Yeah. Where's your Kleenex? Where's your tissue? No tissue tonight?
I have a strategy. So I figured out a thing that I can do to make myself not cry. I will not share it. But I'm like, you're not gonna keep having me crying on live stream.
If that didn't get to you, then you are doing very well.
It definitely got to me, but I figured out a way so that I can make myself not cry. I have my little strategy here, okay? But it's all up in my heart. It's all up in my chest. I felt it. I love it. It's beautiful. Everything about it was perfect. And I love that that collaboration was done. And again, for those of us who are able, there's just a lot that we still can get done during this time. The creativity, as I talked about, the Kuumba, for those of us who are Kwanzaa celebrators, we are not supposed to start that celebration on December the 26th. On December the 26th through January the 1st, those are the times that we are supposed to share how we applied those principles throughout the year. And now during this time, more than ever, those principles are very relevant. And those are things that we need to put into action. So this Virtual Village 2020 encompasses quite a few of those principles all the time. Umoja, Kuumba, Kujichagulia, you name it. We got them in full effect here. So I love it. I love it. Again, thank you so much to Crystal and Bridget for what they pour into Chancellor and into Carter, and also what they are pouring into Virtual Village 2020. And then also to everybody in the comment section, all of our villagers, you all are what makes the pulse of this. And when our children come up here, from our little ones from 4 on up to our teenagers, when they feel that love, when they see that love, and even our adults who come on here and read, you guys are setting that tone and standard. And that is just so important for this environment. That's what it is all about. So we appreciate you so much for that.
So before you move on, can you share with the Literacy Gang just a little bit more about how that collaboration came about?
In the sense of how far back you want me to go?
No. just in the sense of from last week to this week.
Okay, because I was like, it could go back far. Okay, so it was when Bridget was up here reading, and I think I mentioned that there should be a collaboration, only to find out that, or was it Chancellor on here? Somehow it was mentioned, but Bridget and I, we always are, and Crystal, we had the same thoughts running through our brain. So I think I said it verbally, I thought about it, but I think they had already mentioned it, and we're thinking about it. So, you know, the minds, we're all on the same page here. And just that fast, just that quickly, they ended up doing, I believe, the Zoom call, and the boys became friends. And I heard that was a hilarious call that I wish that I could have been on, that they were just encouraging each other and doing a little bit of bossing each other and just having a great time with one another. And all those, both of those personalities came out. And in a week's time frame, here they are doing that. And that's such a big deal. They're 4 and 6, everybody, like 4 and 6. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Yes. So I look forward to watching their YouTube channels grow, and I love it every time they come back. They are definitely stars of the Virtual Village, and they're inspirational. So for all the families that are out there that have young children, bring them on. You know, we're becoming a little bit of a development Virtual Village, where we try out new ideas. Is what was always interesting, whether it's from the 4-year-olds, the 6-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, or the virtual influencers. You can just see each time they come, the confidence, that grows, the pride that they have, the joy that they bring, the intentionality that they come with. The village surrounds them, their parents, their grandparents, their relatives are all there, members of the Virtual Village, encouraging them on. And so if we're able to sustain this type of energy, you know, if we can do this during the pandemic, if we can do this in a virtual village, we can do this every night at home as a family. We can come out on our blocks together and read on our front stuff, just like Chancellor and Carter had the tag team. We can have tag team reading going on every night on the block. So there's so much good that we can bring out of this trying situation. And I'm just so thankful that the Literacy Gang has brought it forward, and the influencers are going to bring it forward too.
Yes. Couldn't say it better myself. So if you like the programming that you're seeing here, do us a favor and make sure that you click the share button so that other people can know about this platform and join us, and so that our literacy gang can grow. Also, be sure to like the Clever Communities in Action Facebook page and subscribe to us on YouTube and tell some people about us. And also, we would love for you all to drop some Facebook reviews on here. That helps us out. If you like this programming, just go to this Facebook page and drop some reviews. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then leave some comments. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and leave some comments as well. All of these things help us in our endeavors. And with that said, now we had a wonderful, wonderful kickoff of the night. And then one of our virtual Village 2020 influencers is coming back for the night to read. So this young man, we are so excited about him. All of our influencers are phenomenal. And I had to get on him because
no, wait. Bring him on and talk about him while he's on. Don't talk about why he's backstage. Talk about where he can be here to face the music. Now talk about him.
See, I was trying to go easy on it, but Mr. Okay, all right.
This is part of manhood training right now. Go ahead.
Usually I'm the difficult one, but okay. So as I was saying, you guys, so we talked to them about being comfortable with, speaking what they do, what their accomplishments are, and being comfortable in that, being able to express who they are, what their interests are, and what they've done so far, and toot that horn a little bit, be confident in that. And so we had the conversation about that, and I'm like, I see them getting better at that, at explaining it, because this group right here, they're really quite amazing, because they'll hit you with something where you're like, wow, you guys are doing all this, and then randomly you'll find out they're doing something else great that they didn't even tell you. So they had a whole intro last night where they talked about themselves, and we have 3 seniors, right? We have Kalia, Jameer, and Q, who is right here. Now, last night I happened to be in a conversation with Q's father, who happened to mention to me, so he just turned 17 last month, and then he's graduating early. He's actually coming out a year early. I said, what? Everything that he started saying to me after that fact, I'm sorry, no disrespect to your father, but for a little bit it turned into the Charlie Brown teacher, like wah 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 wah. I was like, he's graduating a year early and he just turned 17 and he didn't say that? He didn't tell us that? Like, that is such a huge, do you hear the octaves in my voice that raised? Okay. Like, everybody, let's give Q a hand.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Tell everybody you are graduating a year early.
Yeah, so I'll be graduating a year early. Instead of doing 4 years of high school, I'll just be doing 3.
That's our influencer.
So Q. So tell us how you did it. Share with others what you did and how you had to focus in order to accomplish in 3 years what has been scheduled out to take 4. Tell us about it.
So in middle school, my schedule was actually filled with a whole bunch of rigorous classes throughout my middle school years. So throughout 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, I've been taking high school credit classes. So by the time I was finished with middle school, I was actually finished I had like as many credits as a freshman who's going on to a sophomore. So that's how I was able to do it. And then after that, it was just keep doing my work, stay on track, and just focus, get to the finish line.
Yeah, and Dad's virtual influence. He had some influence on the influencer.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Well, so that's great. So how did so when you were obviously one of the younger children I assume with older students, since you were taking classes ahead of your age, how did that make you feel and how did they receive you?
My freshman year, I was in a class with a whole bunch of sophomores and juniors, and I was actually kind of nervous. I actually rarely spoke in that class. But, as time went on, I just kind of gelled with everybody. I just, I was talking to everybody. I was cool with them. They're cool with me. And, it turned out to be great. I got many friends now who would actually, if I was still, if I, with the grade I was supposed to be in, they would be like graduating this year and I would be a junior. But now it's like we're all friends and we're all cool.
That's
So,
all right. Yeah. Stop hiding good stuff.
I'll try.
Now I appreciate your humbleness. I think that's actually very admirable. But at the same time, as you just shared right now with the literacy game, there are other young people out there that are listening to you right now that may learn about pathways. There are parents out there. There are other fathers out there that are listening and hearing how they can support a child to aspire and achieve like you have. So whenever you're up here as an influencer, take the time to share that great work because you are helping the village. And as Ms. Starr and I said coming on to the show, you're leading the world. You're leading the world. You're helping the world and let folks know what can be done and what is being done. So I just want to congratulate you on that and stop hiding stuff.
All right. Okay. I'll do that most definitely.
Yes, you're an inspiration. You are an influencer, sweetie. So definitely make sure that you do that. And all those questions that Mr. Rodney asked you are important things that can inspire and influence the steps of others, as he said. And, like I said, I'm just so like, wow, like I said, I didn't tell your dad, but I checked out for a little bit. I was like, for real. So yes. And again, the humility is great. We're not saying this for you all to be arrogant, just to be confident in your accomplishments. And like Mr. Rodney said, those things can be inspirational and informative to other people, because for a young man who, even a chancellor and a Carter and any of the other children who are little and brown like you, and those who are close to your age, but especially the ones who are behind you, to hear that, then they can see that, they can look at you and they can be like, that's something that they can aspire to do as well. So yeah, share that story, share those accomplishments, definitely. And you're going to be a great history teacher. Oh my. Yeah. So this night is just great already.
It is.
From our two kings to now our little princes to our king and training. Just this night is just great. Everything about this, I've been trying to hold off the tears. So let me go and move forward. So what are you reading for us tonight?
Tonight, I will be reading What If Superheroes Taught Kindergarten.
All right.
Excellent. And who is that by?
This is by Kenneth Vaughn, and I tried to look him up. I believe he's a principal who wrote this. He is? Okay,
he's a friend of the organization, and he's actually been up here reading with his family, and he would love to know. I should have tagged him. He would love to know that you are reading his book right now. I'm gonna see if I can get him up here. But yeah, and I know you're aspiring to be a teacher. So is that why you chose that one?
Yes, yeah, it is. It is.
Perfect.
Okay. Great. Well, we're gonna step away and let you do your thing, young man.
All right, I'm gonna turn on the lights real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll wait for you. We will definitely wait for you.
I don't know why I made that.
Well, that was super fast. All right, then. Well, we're out of here.
Alrighty. All right, so this is What If Superheroes Taught Kindergarten by Kenneth Vaughn, and I'll begin. Every day, Mr. Carter heads to the gym to work out. During his workouts, people stop and stare as he lifts weights, extremely heavy weights. One afternoon, as Mr. Carter was finishing up his workout, one of the men at the gym asked him what he did for a living. He said, "You must be in the military or a police officer." Mr. Carter laughed and replied, "No, I'm a teacher." The man said, "You must be the gym teacher or a teacher at high school." Mr. Carter replied, "Actually, I teach kindergarten." The man stood in shock. He could not believe it. Mr. Carter explained, "Man, I love what I do. It's something about seeing the kids learning to read." The man replied, I know it must be rough teaching kids these days. It seems like the kids today are out of control. Mr. Carter replied, a child is what you put in him. Mr. Carter told the man, my kids come from rough neighborhoods where they face many dangers. Many of them don't have fathers in their homes or positive role models. So I have to do all I can to make sure that I love on them and help them become great. Every day as Mr. Carter walks down the halls of the school, he is greeted with hugs and smiles from little boys and girls he passes by as he walks to his classroom. Everyone loves Mr. Carter and his co-teacher, Mrs. Hartney. They both make their class a magical place where their children can learn, have fun, and be safe. Each morning, Mr. Carter starts his day by explaining what the children will learn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to start our day. We're going to get smarter and stronger. All right. Let's get in our learning positions. Every time you come to school, we learn. Visually, what does that mean? I can see. Kinesthetically, what does that mean? I can move. Auditory, what does that mean? I can hear. Tactile, what does that mean? I can feel. Those are pathways to our what? Memories. All the students reply, all right, if you're ready to learn, touch your brains. Touch it. Touch your brains. Touch it. Touch your brains. Mrs. Hardney, I think they're ready to learn. Throughout the year, Mr. Carter and Mrs. Hartney's class emits a contagious energy throughout the hallways. As people walk down the halls, they begin to feel this strange shift in their energy levels and attitudes. Despite how positive Mr. Carter and Mrs. Hartney are, the students and the community still have to deal with the issues of poverty and violence. Many of the boys in schools look up to Mr. Carter and the other male teachers in the building because some of the kids do not have fathers at home. While leaving from school late one cold evening, Mr. Carter pulls his Jeep over to help a woman whose car was stuck in the ditch on the side of the road. After waiting a long time for the tow truck to come, Mr. Carter tells the woman and her children to stay inside the car as he lifts the back end of the car out of the ditch. The kids watched in amazement. Mason told his mom and his sister, "See what I told you, Mr. Carter has superpowers." Mason told everyone that his teacher had superpowers. Many of the kids and adults laughed it off, thinking Mason was making up stories about Mr. Carter lifting the car out the ditch. During class the next day, Mason asked Mr. Carter, "What is your superpower?" Mr. Carter thought for a moment. Mr. Carter said, "My superpower is being strong and helping kids read. I am phonics man." Mason started yelling, I knew it. I told them that you had superpowers, but no one believed me." Mason decided that when he grows up, he would become a teacher and be strong and smart like Mr. Carter. Each day, Mason paid close attention in class and tried to do his best to be like his teacher. He even did push-ups at night to get stronger. Mason also studied his sight words and read books a lot to help him become super smart. While the kindergarten class were playing on a playground, Anya lost her footing on the monkey bars and began to fall towards the ground. As she was falling, her teacher, Mrs. Young, moved with speed of lightning to catch her before she hit the ground. Mason stood in amazement and yelled, "What? Do all teachers have superpowers around here?" The teacher turned and gave him a wink. To be continued. And that was the great book of What If Superheroes Taught Kindergarten. I really enjoyed this. I feel like all kids have superpowers. Patience.
That was excellent. We really, really enjoyed that. You did a great job reading that. I don't know if you were able to see all these comments that were coming up here for you. Your dad's trying to make everybody cry. You know, we made it thus far. He's like, well, I'm gonna make sure that you get misty eyed now. Catch this comment here.
Q, you remember when I had you and your sister read to me a bedtime story when you were younger? Yes, I do remember that. Everything you do plays a part in your life. Proud of you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Well. Wow. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And everything does play a part. All of these things are preparation, the things that parents have been doing, moms and dads, that they are instilling in you all, to our influencers who are seniors right now. I know that's been a journey. You guys shared a lot with us about how you feel about what's happening during your senior year last night. And I know there's been a lot of love and time, and probably some trying times and some beautiful times that got you up to this moment. And just know that we are supporting you all. We are proud of you all, and that you still will go forth with your plans and make this impact on the world. And you're still going to have a great freshman year. Just because things don't go the way in which we planned them to go doesn't mean that they're not going to go and that they're not going to be great. As I believe it was one of you all said last night, you guys are unique. You have something different to talk about that no other class thus far has been able to talk about. And we're behind you 100%. That was a great reading, and it was perfect for you. Specifically because of the important career path that you have chosen. Having all of us having gone through the school system before, I have heard some stories of what the lack of representation has been like for all of us. I think everybody can probably share a story personally or a story about their children. And so having someone like you in the classroom is a powerful, important tool that we definitely need. So thank you.
And so you may say to your father, yes, I'm crying and it's all right.
He's probably crying in the back himself.
I'm sure he is. That's right. I'm sure he is. So get a snapshot of him. You can share it with us next time.
Most definitely.
But to Miss Starr's point, there's research out there that shows that when you have African-American male teachers in the classroom, for that matter, African-American teachers, period, that all children, but especially children of color, do better. But all children, the research tells us, do better when they have the opportunity to get that exposure and get that nurturing and get that sensitivity that is brought to the table. So I just think it's outstanding that you're on that path, and we are going to continue to wish you success as you continue to be a virtual influencer, virtual village influencer, and as you eventually make your way out to good old Louisiana.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Louisiana is right?
Louisiana, Grambling, Louisiana.
Yes, indeed.
So I just want to say that Mr. Vaughn, the author, he was not able to get up here and join us, but I did text him that you were reading, and his response was, can you send me his Cash App info?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
A letter of recommendation would be even better.
I'm
just saying.
Dear Dad, did you hear that, Dad? He had the Cash App option, and he said a letter of recommendation would be of even greater value. How about, look, hallelujah to Dad. We need to bring Dad up here one night.
Well, you know that you'll be getting 2 at the completion of your internship with us. So you're definitely going to get that. So don't worry about that. And if somebody wants to bless your Cash App, then you send them your Cash App, okay? Because
Okay.
as you get out here, you're gonna learn. You know you're gonna be a college student out
Got
here.
that right.
So if they asking for your Cash App, and when your dad just said all things come full circle, what did you and I just go through over the last couple of days?
Give me a Cash App.
Get that Cash App. I said, you don't get that Cash App, you're not gonna get paid. And he got right on it and got that Cash App. So all things come full circle. So that is wonderful. Much love to Mr. Vaughn. He is a principal down from, I believe he's from Richmond, if I'm not mistaken. I know he's from Virginia, and he graduated from Norfolk State, and he is an educator. And he's been up here reading before. Remember, he came up here with his daughter because his daughter she took over.
She
Took
did.
over.
She did.
And, so he is all about our youth and especially training up our young boys. And he has a real strong message about making sure that you guys are strong and that you guys are protective of the women in the community. He does Lions Rise, and that's what he is all about. So it's good company all up in here. So I will definitely make sure now that you gave me your Cash App, I will pass that Cash App on to him, and may your Cash App be continuously blessed. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, was there anything else that you wanted to share with us before you leave?
I mean, he left me on a to be continued. I was kind of hurt about that. I want to know what happened next. I was interested myself.
I'm going to give you, I'm going to do a number exchange between the two of you guys, okay? And y'all can work that out about that whole to be continued. I'm sure he would love to chat with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to seeing. I know y'all are cooking up something really good. You influencers. So yeah, we're ready to have you guys back next week, and y'all will be hosting up. Y'all, well, it's some more things. Y'all will be seeing some more of them. Okay. So you have a great evening. You and your dad, tell him we said hi and thanks, and we just appreciate you both. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll see you later.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys. Oh, wrong hand.
Wonderful. Oh, and then I neglected to say that he does stand-up comedy too. So
I can tell that.
It's just always it's just more of a friend of mine was saying that, you know, the way our influencers are, next thing I know, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I built a rocket ship and took off to Mars, you know, last year, no big deal. And I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, oh, it fits, it's in alignment with everything else you've been sharing. So yeah, they are awesome. They are really really awesome. Everybody's asking for the Cash App. Q, if you are still watching, make sure drop your Cash App in the comment section, but make sure you're not doing it as Clever Communities, because I think one time you may have left a comment and you came up as us. So just make sure you say this is Q and my Cash App is, okay, in case it shows up as us, because he's an influencer, so he comes in through our account sometimes. So drop that Cash App, young man. Drop that Cash App. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you like this programming, do us a favor and click that share button so that other people can tune into this. Also, make sure that you like the Clever Communities in Action Facebook page and subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, get on here on Facebook and leave us some reviews. If you like this programming that's going on, if you're familiar with our other programming, the Read to Lead programming, we've donated thousands of books to Title I elementary schools across Hampton Roads, and those are culturally affirming books, and in Flint, Michigan, as well as our barbershop-based program, Razor Sharp Readers, and more. Then make sure that you drop some reviews for us. That helps us out a lot. You can get right on our Facebook page and leave some reviews. Tell Facebook what you think about us. That helps us, okay? So we really, really appreciate that. And
well, hold on. For you take us out. I just want you to know we were supposed to have another reader tonight, and but I think she is in another studio, so we're gonna have to reschedule our third reader tonight because I don't see her in studio. You see her down in studio?
No.
Yeah. So Cheryl Wilkerson from Blazing Hot 91 was also going to join us tonight. And I'm sitting here chatting and texting and emailing with her. So she said she was watching us, but I think she may have been using the previous link. So I tried to email it to her, but we'll get her rescheduled. Just want to let everybody know that Cheryl Wilkerson was also scheduled to come on tonight. So we're going to make sure that we get her back and allow her to get her read on as well.
Well, I'm sure you initiated her because she came on that Friday when I was in Fairfax.
Yes, that's correct. That's right.
Come back anytime.
Oh, I see. Oh, she popped up. Let's at least talk to her for a minute.
We talked to her for a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, you all. How are you?
We are doing well. How are you? Shania. Wait, there's our Shania. We got to acknowledge her. She said good night. Okay, so we're about to leave. Hey, we're so glad to have you here. Shania, let me say this real quickly. We are so excited about let me just say this real fast. We had a post that her grandmother put up the other day just talking about recapping some things that we talked about with Shania and her acting and the things that she does. And she's a 10-year-old reader of ours, and she's so regal and so stately. And we saw her doing some comedic acting on TikTok, and it was great. And her grandmother continues to let us know that this is her favorite thing to do every night, and she has an alarm set for 7 p.m. And I promise you, when things get a little hectic or when it's like, oh, it's been a long day and we got to get up here, that is one of the things that definitely makes me be like, this is why, this is what it is all about. That means everything to me personally to hear that. So we love you, Shania. So glad that you were tuned in, and we can't wait to have you back up here as well. We got to get you in some co-reading situations as well.
So Miss Cheryl, we're so pleased that you made it. We're about ready to sign off, so we'll get you rescheduled.
We'll reschedule
so we can get your reading on. But we appreciate, as always, our ongoing relationship with Blazing Hot 91. We
appreciate you all.
Appreciate you sharing good information every morning.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we also thank you for working so hard to get that culturally affirming book that you were so prepared to share with us tonight.
Do you have to tell all my business? And
yes.
I got to tell you, Star, I planned this like this because you all set me up. It was no way I'm coming after Carter and Chancellor and No. I knew what I was doing. I will see you all next week. Okay.
And on that note,
I understand. I definitely understand. But we look forward to having you, definitely. So you know that sign-up sheet is there for you for the taking. So if you want to come back tomorrow, if you want to come back next week, whenever you want to come, we'll be so excited to have you.
Thank you. Good night.
All right, then. Well, are you headed out? Or
I'm headed out. I'll see you next week, though.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, we look forward to having Cheryl up here. That's going to be great to have her up here reading. Did Jacorius drop his Cash App? I saw him.
He did.
Okay, I saw him thank everybody. I'm like, drop the Cash App.
I didn't stick it up on the screen, but yeah, he dropped it.
Oh, put it up there so
yes,
people.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There you go.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. There's the Cash App of Young Q. All they can do is send him stuff. They can't. That's all. Like,
yes,
bless it.
Ma'am.
So that is his Cash App, his newly made Cash App. And on that note, again, you guys, like I was saying, make sure you come up here, give us some reviews. That helps us out. Follow us, subscribe to us, and just keep bringing this energy. This is wrapping up. We're coming almost to the end of 9 weeks. So next week makes 10 weeks together. Amazing, right? So thank you for the continued support. And on that note,
Mommy, community, and action. But oh my, let us down to that. Look, Daddy, there's a book for me too. But oh my, let us down to that. Creative, affirming, and culture for me too. Look, Granny, and let us down to that. Look, Granny, and let us down to that. Look, Granny, and let us down to that. Learning, exploring my history, you see. Look, Mommy, and let us down to that. We confident, we practice, and develop fluency. Look, Daddy, and let us down to that. Families, they bonding, they representing me. Look, Granny, and let us down to that. Look, Auntie, and let us down to that. Nice, I see, let us down to that.
So reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while we represent. So So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers and leaders, they hold it down where they have to sit. Hold reliable, culturally relevant. Sit back and listen to the wisdom while you represent. So reliable, culturally relevant. Readers and leaders, they hold it down, yeah, they have to sit. Look, mommy, community in action. Well, oh my, let us down to that. Look, daddy, there's a book for me too. Well, oh my, let us down to that. Creative, urban culture for me too. Look, Brandy, let us down to that.